It's Mark Pyers.
I was walking down the road today,
And
for
it's Renaissance Man.
to ease my mind and help
I'm here to ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's daily variety show Mark Pyers Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 1384 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it tonight, just like we've been doing for 4.5 years every single day. This is the longest running daily variety show on planet Earth. Every day we do a new show called At the Brink. It's 10 minutes. I hope you guys will join me for that. But occasionally, like Saturday Night Lives, we're probably going to drop an hour or so, maybe a little more. I got the guitar sitting next to me, tuned up, ready to go. We have a song, a special song coming out today for MJ. There's so much in the world going on right now, guys. And we need to come together more than ever. Tonight, the episode is called Having Courage to Keep Going. And I always say no matter how bad anything in life ever gets, you will get to tomorrow if you just have the strength to do it. And one day you will have nothing but gratitude that you had the strength to keep on going. So I've been here every day, 4.5 years. I'm going to show up every day for the rest of my life for you. So if you can spare 10 minutes every day, give me a follow. Right now, I'm banned on TikTok. They keep going through content I dropped 3-4 months ago, pulling it and then banning me for 7 days. The latest they pulled from October, a piece of content that they pulled once in October and then reinstated, and now they just freaking erased it completely and they banned me for 7 days. Then today I saw a notification that they took something down about Hillary Clinton that I did a month and a half ago. It's comedy news. These people are so touchy here on TikTok, and they're banning creators for being creative. I'm sorry that everything I put out is original, but there's nothing there to be pulled for. This is creative content, this is expression and laughter based on the current events. Why can't we talk about the current events and make light of it? Oh, gotta pull that. You know, satire died in 2019. It kills me because we should be able to speak freely, and if you don't like it, you scroll. But you shouldn't pull people down if you don't like it. That's mental. We're living in some sort of Orwellian society. I'm sick of it. But I digress. We've been doing this inspiration show every day. It's called At the Brink. But that's what we used to do. We used to rant about the crazy world we're living in. So, what I'd like to say is this. You need to find the strength to get through anything. And together, we do that every night. So if you ever are feeling at your lowest and you need a boost, just show up here on the Renaissance Man Show at the Brink. And we got you. Matt Zabrowski, Saturday Night Live. We need a woohoo. I'm throwing it to him. Woohoo! Guys, that was perfect. I did the, and he did the, and we were doing it. Everybody was happy. What's that? Joanne, no, your wheeze ruined it, though. She goes, I liked it too, and then I wheezed. Yeah, we know. We know all about Joanne's wheeze. She's in the Guinness. Most wheezes in a row. They came out with like a friggin' stopwatch. They're like, friggin' hey, she got it. She's the winner. She's got the plaque on the wall. What's that? No, Joanne, I know they won't recognize the Renaissance Man Show. You just have to show up for 1,384 days in a row, and they'd be like, I don't know how to check that. I don't know. Maybe you should go to Facebook, where it started all. The whole thing started on Facebook, and now I'm here on YouTube. Anyway, guys, there's a special song that needs to be written tonight. MJ sent me some messages a little while back, and if you don't know, MJ lost her son, Hunter, and I have some emails here that I'm going to see if I could open and just let some things drive me in a direction. I did, right before the show started, I actually was thinking about just looking at the emails. And this piece of music came to me. And so I started writing it. it in and it sounds like this. So we're gonna sit on my invention. This is called the beat seat. It's the first drum for guitarists. You can pick one up at beatseat.rocks and I'll build it for you guys. I'll build you your own. It's the first drum in the world you could sit on and kick with your feet, and you could play with your hands too. It sounds like a full drum kit. And I'm gonna show exactly how it's played right now. As soon as I make the beat seat a little smaller here. There we go. So, the beat seat, first of all. Let's get our light show to look as... Really? That's, you know what happens when we don't shut the volume off on the light show, guys. Every once in a while you get the trance music popping through. So, if you're on TikTok and you want to head over to get the full experience on YouTube, the link is right under my photo. But please follow here on TikTok. Remember, I'm totally banned. And if you go over to Mark Pyre's variety show on TikTok, please follow me there. I'm dropping content like mad and they're not showing it to anybody. I saw I had 5 views in the last couple pieces, 0 views in 24 hours. TikTok has me in a hole now. And they're banning me for old stuff. It's really weird. Doing at the Brink. I'm just trying to dig into the soul for 10 minutes a day. This is a weird thing when, like, if you start looking at, like, okay, let's cut away the music, let's cut away the comedy, let's just get right back to the soul, to the core of what we're here to do, which is to connect. And we do that, and what happens? They put me in a hole and they ban me. It's like, man, guys, someone out there said something, and I don't know, you guys tell me if this is true. I don't know. I've been showing up here every day 4.5 years, but someone said your words and your passion is too influential, and they don't want people to hear it and feel it, because if they do, it could be very bad for them. I don't know. It seems weird. We cut down to 10 minutes, and now they're banning me on TikTok for old stuff from July. Let's add a little piece of beat seat music in the background. So now we got a beat seat in the background. Sounds pretty nice, doesn't it? Guys, that's a drum kit. Where's the drummer? Is Matt Zabrowski playing the drums tonight? No, he's not. Beatsy, first drum in the world. If you're a guitar player, you could sound like you're a drummer as well at the same friggin' time. Shall we add a bass line to the mix? I'm thinking that's appropriate here. Okay, the bass line, yeah. Throw it in the mix, yeah. We're going to get down tonight, yeah. How about the bass line, yeah. Characters coming from old screen day by day, with their few main characters in you.
flowers of your efforts go to the wayside when you're all alone crying. Think about the days we never remember, what it all means till it's gone. Try, let your mind go. Think about all those times, those memories. Seek of God. Oh, you're a hunter, a seeker. Oh, the seeker of God. You seek your memories, yes. Oh, your daddy, David Nelson, there by your side, yeah. Ooh. Well, but who gets to the hospital first gets the honor soul. See that little light of God. You see the baby is bringing you up. Yeah. Love at first sight, yet so bright. Yes, it's a secret God. Oh, under, yeah, the secret God. Time passes way too long now when you think about the memories gone. Such a bright star shining above, yeah. Top of his class, always a bit shy, yes. When you care for people, yeah, it shines through, yeah, you can see it all. The secret God, yes, under the secret God, Sometimes you got to make a path for those you love. When you're a hunter, yeah, you may be seeking God before your time is up. Yeah, going to make a path for more. Make a path for more. One day when your time is craziest thing I gotta tell you, you gotta know. Don't worry about me that I'm gone. Yeah, I'll be thinking about you, sad that you love. But here's the thing, yeah, you wake every day thinking about me, but I'm here. Yeah, I close my eyes and open, yeah, and years go by to you, but you're finally here. Don't you see? I'm here in heaven now, yeah, and I don't think about a thing but love and light, and yes, so don't worry about me. Just make the best life and give a memory or two from time to time, but don't let it take away from the life you can lead, yeah. You got things to do, yeah, so keep on going, don't you know? I'm gonna close my eyes, yeah. Oh, I'll open up. Years and years gone by to you, yeah. But it's just been a second here. So don't worry, Mom. No, you got that earthly thing going, yeah. Let the emotion come over you every day, every night. You can't fight it, I get it here. I lived it, yeah, but now I'm here. I'm free, so be free on earth, yeah. I'll see you here one day, but don't fret, remember, oh, it's just seconds in here, yeah, what's years to you, so don't lose, yeah, don't lose your chance to have the most of your every day. Oh, you seeker, whoa, yeah, you're hunter, yeah. Oh, you seeker, God. You're hunter, you're a seeker, from me. Let God know I'll be sending you both love. Yes, I'll be there one day, but I won't let it take me out, no. I'm going to stay strong, don't you know? 'Cause I got the courage to keep on going. Yeah, you know me. Never give up. Hunter, the secret gold. Hunter, secret gold. Oh, secret gold. Hunter, secret gold. Hundreds secret of gold. Oh, secret of gold. Hundreds secret of gold. Yeah. Oh, secret of gold. Hundred secret of gold. Sitting there, yeah. Don't worry about me. No. I'll be waiting for you one day. Remember, cheers to you, but it's a blink of an eye to me. So don't miss your time. Just remember me. Just remember me. Just remember me. Just remember me. Oh, man. Hope you liked that, MJ. Yeah, come out here, do 10-minute show at the Brink. That's what we do every day now, so I do miss doing what we just did, which is creating a song live in the moment. It's the one thing that is kind of like a stick in the side because, look, the lyrics there were for anybody who's ever lost someone. And I was so excited that I was able to improvise the lyrics of having the courage to keep on going. And that is the title of the show tonight. So, Hunter, Seeker of God. That's what the first thing that MJ said is Hunter was named Hunter because it means Seeker of God. Hundreds secret of gold. Oh, secret of gold. And then going into this whole reality of us being here and living out that moment forever. When the reality for them is that they're in some amazing space of energy. In our entire universe, which can be sometimes never ending, and other times it just moves too quick. But to someone that we've lost, they close their eyes, and when they open them up and see us again, it's been a second. It's been a second. And we're the ones torturing ourselves here on Earth. And I'm not saying you shouldn't feel remorse and you shouldn't mourn. You have to. But don't let it take you out of the fact that you still have a life to live. You still have an opportunity to maybe discover something new about yourself you didn't know.
Having the courage to keep on going means so much. It's not just like, hey, I got through it. You still have stuff that you haven't even realized you're going to do yet. It's not just wake up, turn on the TV, go to work. There's more, and you're going to have it happen only if you're open to it. I would say if we start to get into that mode of just doing like this routine, brushing our teeth, getting up, getting changed, go to work, come home, put on your favorite show, go to bed, wake up, without actually trying to discover something about yourself. It could be the weirdest thing, guys. It doesn't matter, just something that intrigues you. But do it because it will help you in those moments when you need to keep going. I always think about gratitude. We are too close to everything in life, so sometimes we don't even appreciate anything until it's gone. We don't even think about it. It's just we're so caught up with everything else around us. We forget. We forget how important everything is. That's why one of the lessons of At the Brink, the first couple episodes, was to rediscover everything. Find every single little detail in life and rediscover it. Just be pumped that you're seeing that thing. What is going on here, Joanne? You put on the outro while we're in the middle of a Renaissance man moment. Joanne, and you're wheezing. It's times like this, What's that? Oh, yeah, no. Pamela said, freaking Joanne. What's that? Joanne, we know you're trying. We know you're trying. And it's a birth defect, but really? Oh, you're doing a monologue. How funny is it that I can go from like a really deep moment to something about Joanne wheezing, And guys, in case you don't realize it, Joanne's not real. This show has been just 4.5 years of the moment taking place, a lot of insanity. And somewhere along the line, I created Joanne. I forget when we created Joanne. I think it was when we said that Joanne was like filing the Zabrowski file. We have one file here at the Renaissance Man Show. It's the Zabrowski file. He does his woohoo. She grabs the check, and then she gives him the check, and he goes. He's out of here. He doesn't want to be near Joanne's wheeze. That's how it all started, And she's Joanne Soro. It's like crazy, all this stuff. But the fact that then Joanne developed a wheeze is the funniest thing in the world to me, So I keep bringing it up every night, and we're always ripping on Joanne. And now it's the point where I got to say, I love it. I love it. I'll see people say stuff like randomly and comments to be like, freaking Joanne, or it must be Joanne. Some like funny stuff. Referencing Joanne is the funniest thing in the world to me, because that means that the bits on this show are actually getting out there. And that's the coolest thing. Like, we created Shans. We did so much stuff here. It's like Back to the Future Mark. Future Mark is a character. But there's all this crazy stuff that we did here that when I see family members, like referencing things like that, it makes me smile from ear to ear. Because Joanne is a freaking wheezer, No, Joanne, we know you're trying. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that song. I do think that song should be encouragement for MJ, and I'm hoping that she finds encouragement. And MJ, are you here with us? I'm not sure right now. Let me go through the chat and see who's here and say hi to fam and friends. Bradley, my brother. Greta in the house. Jim is here. Kathleen Danford. I see Jacqueline Grace. My Strange Roads is kicking it with us. I love that. And I see Pamela Swan as always. She just yelled at Joanne, so I knew she was here. Oh, and of course, Renee Woods is kicking it with me. S-Coop in the house. Stacy. I might see Stacy Michaels kicking it with me tonight. Loving it. And Trish Killian. We're doing it here with Dr. Weasel Farachi, right? We can't do that anymore. Sorry, I just can't. We gotta do positivity stuff. Dr. Weasel Farachi. We Have Liberty. I've seen it. Wolf is in the house. And Yardbirds. I hope you like the song Yardbirds. Yardbirds it's funny when Yardbirds started showing up here and I saw the name, and I know the Yardbirds are like some of the sickest musicians in the world. So it really meant a lot whenever I'd see, Yardbirds here and say, nice jam tonight. That was a really great music tonight. Whatever it was, anything. I had this it's funny when sometimes you just make this jump at how people are. You're just like, oh, I think that person, I have this weird feeling that Yardbirds is this music connoisseur. I don't know. It's I have these weird thoughts about who everybody is, and I'm like, Yardbirds is some music connoisseur. He knows what good music is. And he's like, hey, that was cool tonight, Mark. I'm like, man, I must have played some decent guitar tonight. And it's weird, but it may just be that Yardbirds likes Yardbirds and just named himself Yardbirds, But I have this weird feeling that Yardbirds actually he's a curator of music. It just he literally listens to a lot of great music, and he's like, I'm listening to this tonight. I'm in the mood for some, Prince, or just I have a lot of friends I grew up with that had this mind where they'd base their day on the music they were listening to, and they would pop on CDs of these bands that made it was I'm feeling like Counting Crows today. I'd be like, what? Oh, you're feeling like Crows? Yeah, dude, pop the Crows on, and then he'd be like, come down the band now, bang down the band on the bone road, keep trimming the band into the ground. I'm like, do leaf over, right? We were doing it. In the middle of the night, there's a moaning, running around in the morning rain. I don't know the song anymore. I forget, but it's something like that. Mister, if you're going to walk on water, you can walk along with me. Omaha. We should pull out the guitar and do that one. That's a good freaking right there. When you're doing it, you're doing it. Guys, I want to welcome everybody that's here. See if I missed anybody. Lifeboat, my buddy Tommy's kicking it. Guys, I love it. If you haven't subscribed to Tommy yet, you better. Tommy, what do you think of the new concept? Again, this is a little different tonight. We wrote a song for MJ. And again, just to quickly get back to that before I go into some comedy and feeling all silly goosey again, which I like to feel, But it's a serious song. I hope that you guys listen to the lyrics in that song because, man, I was in freaking heaven, Hunter heaven saying, at eyes closed. This is a really beautiful way to think about this because when someone leaves this earthly plane, it's energy at that point. We can't comprehend it. But the one thing I think must be true is, we don't come back in the same sense, there's only been one Shakespeare, there's only been one freaking Picasso and one Van Gogh, and everybody's unique. And you get one turn around this life. So these people who think, oh, well, I can do this and you don't know who you're coming back as. If that's what happens, if you do come back over and over and over as different people, you don't know freaking who you were. You just keep coming back, adding or taking away from this world of ours. It's funny. I heard this crazy theory. It was maybe a year ago, and I told you guys about it. These aliens landed or something. And there was this one nurse, this the only person that this alien would feel comfortable enough to speak to. And so the nurse spent 6 weeks speaking to this alien. Alien freaking says all this stuff like, you guys are on a prison planet. You're not anywhere near the center of the universe or the galaxy or anything. You're all the way on the outskirts. We call you guys, you're a prison planet. When you guys do something wrong, we're all part of this federation. And if you don't follow the rules in the federation, they send you to this place called Earth. And you're there in prison. You guys think it's heaven and earth. No, you're part of something. You're billions of years old. They say we're all billions of years old, like each of us. And there are some weird things I'll explain to you after this. But they're like, yeah, you're all billions of years old. And she's like, what? She's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, 500 billion. You guys have been around since the beginning of time as light, spirit, and now you're here stuck on Earth. And this is where it gets crazy. This alien says that when we get to the end of what we consider our natural life, we see a light. And when you go to the light is really some electrocution device that is 3.5 billion joules or whatever, some crazy thing that this alien told the nurse. And the alien said it's such a powerful jolt that even because you can't be killed. This is what this thing is telling you. You can't be killed. Your energy, you keep coming back. And he said, when you go and you touch this thing, it shocks you to the point that you forget every life that you've ever lived. You forget all the time that you've spent, and you are now, you wake up as a baby again. And so we keep waking up as a baby over and over because we keep seeing a light and we're like, that's God. And every time we go to the freaking light, back to the beginning. I was like, that's a crazy theory, you know? And the only thing that I was like, I could understand some of the way that that may be a thing is I can't comprehend how some things, you know, philosophy specifically, but a lot of the things that have come out of this show, I never studied this in school. I never read books about philosophy. I never read Descartes, never read any Socrates, any of that. Plato, nothing. I show up and I let my heart speak every day. And I've had some people say, oh, you know, I heard Plato say that. I'm like, really? Sounds good. I think we all say similar things when we're passionate. There's lots of people throughout time who've said the same thing, just a little different. Miyagi! I almost had it, guys. Joanne, can we get a chopstick situation? There's a freaking fly-lee in here. You know? We may have to have another episode of Bruce Lee. He's my student. He's my student. You know, I taught him everything he knows. You know? Back in the day, back in the future, Mark, you know, when I was doing it, when he was just a little boy, I was his sensei. Sensei Makiagi there in, you know, mainland China. I didn't do a racist thing. I just was there, white-faced, you know. They're like, look at Round Eye. Yep, that's me. I was Round Eye. I went out there doing it. Round Eye McGee. I went, aye. I said, listen, I got a little something for you, Bruce Lee. It's called the 1-inch punch. I did it with my finger, though. I didn't do my fist. I did a finger. They still talk about me. Round Eye. I think that's, you know, a compliment. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Guys, sometimes I'm not really sure. Like, I don't speak the language, you know? So I was like, Round Eye, yeah, I'll do it. You know, that must be a good thing. Yeah. Everybody was saying it, so I was like, yay, Round Eye, I'm doing it. They put me on their shoulders going, Round Eye, Round Eye. I'm like, yay, I did it, a Round Eye. You know? Gave me a statue. You know? Greatest sensei ever. Round Eye. If you go to the Takahashi Hall of Fame, you know, for Bruce Lee's memorabilia, Sensei, yeah, I was there. Round Eye. Everybody wanted to gather around and take a photo next to the statue of Round Eye. He's just maybe a legend at this point. You know? They're like, there's no way there was such a guy named Round Eye. The Sensei. Doing it for Bruce Lee. 1-inch punch. No, I'm sorry. Round Eye McGee. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, your wheeze is obnoxious. You know, when you get the call, we got this kid. We want you. He's going to protege you. You know, what? Tell me about him. The kid's quick, very quick. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you if he's quick or not. Where are you going to be? Down at the Corner Street Gym. Show up at the Corner Street Gym. You're going to see this little kid. What's his name? I want to hear his name now before I bother going. His name's Bruce Lee. Sounds like a stupid name. I'll come down and check him out, though. Round Eye, out. You know, I showed up at the gym. Round Eye, Round Eye. I came in. You know, I'm doing high fives with everybody. Round Eye. That was the best, you know? Sensei Round Eye, you know, McGee. We won that year. You know. Statue. Takahashi. You got to go and check out the Takahashi Hall of Fame if you want to see the Round Eye statue. And go take a picture with it. Send it to the Renaissance Man Show. I will put it up. I'll making a deal with you. You go to the Takahashi Hall of Fame. You go take a picture in front of the freaking Round Eye Museum statue like this. And you got a picture like that. You send it in. I'll make it my cover photo for 2 months. Takahashi. Yeah, round eye. Look at, he's there. And remember the pose that I had is round eye. Whoa, like that. That was it, because I gave like he was ready for the 1-inch punch. I was like, whoa, like that. And that's where you have to go with it when you're at the Takahashi. And you can get in front of it. So most people get in front of the hands, you know what I mean? And one person, somebody's like doing a high five with me. It was kind of funny, you know. Round eye. I do a heck of a high five as round eye. When I was being, again, chanted in. I was being chanted in for the Bruce Lee. You know, they were like, look, we want you to check out Bruce Lee. They're chanting me in as round eye to go and check out Bruce Lee. I'll do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'll do it, but like, you don't have to chant me in. You know, just be like, hey, round eye, what's up? Why don't you take a seat? Bruce Lee's here. Who's freaking Bruce Lee? 4-year-old kid, lightning fast. Check him out. All right, where do you want me to sit? Right there? No, I'm sorry. I'm round eye. I can't sit there. It's just not appropriate for round eye. I mean, I got to be like right there in front of Bruce Lee if you want really to get my opinion on his talent. Oh, yeah, no, that's better. I'll go over there. What's that, Joe? No, Joanne, you're wheeze. Keep it down. We're watching a guy named Bruce Lee. Bro, Joanne's even there with round eye. She was a junior assistant at that time. Her wheeze was a little lighter, and she didn't have the humongocarditis going on, so she was able to move around through doors. Now, no good. She can't go through a doorway anymore. Anyway, guys, there's nobody better than Sensei Round Eye. Like, when they still, Hall of Fame style. Remember, make sure you're looking them up at Takagachi Uchi, and do it. When you take the picture, send it in. It's going to be the banner of at the Brink show. We need people to get off the freaking brink. You know what I mean? Come back from the brink. You know, you come back from the brink when you see the Takagachi Hall of Fame, the photos. Everybody's doing it. You have to fight when you get there because there's like such a line. They're charging now. Yeah. At first they were doing it free, and now they're charging. Round eye. When you're there and you're round eye and you show up and you're like, guys, I was back to the future, Mark. You don't realize this? I went back in time. I showed up. I was Sensei Round Eye. When I got in there, they were chanting me in. I was like, I don't want this life to end. Went to 2769. They're like, brief us. Met some stupid little kid. 4-year-old. They call him Bruce Lee. You ever heard of him? They're like, yeah, he's the greatest of all time. Like, are you freaking kidding me? I was making fun of him the whole time. You guys didn't tell me I was going to see Bruce Lee. Like, he's good? What are we talking about over here? I neck chopped that little kid. You know? He thought he was quick. I had to just give him a lesson from Round Eye. You know? He wanted to be trained. I'm sorry, sir. You can get mad at me for neck chopping Bruce Lee like I didn't know who the frig he was. You guys didn't tell me before. You got to brief me before you send me back in time to be Sensei Round Eye. That's the problem when you're dealing, you know, with a future situation. Sometimes they want you to be surprised, you know. Well, then that's on them, you know. I neck chopped Bruce Lee. So, did it. Happened. I also taught him the 1-inch punch. Don't forget that. Sensei Round Eye by Manon. Don't forget your freaking speed stick. Right? If you don't go with the speed stick out there running around, antiperspirant. Guys, wow. When we're doing a live improv like that was pretty crazy. This is what I miss when we do that craziness. Let my mind just continue to keep going down the rabbit hole. I think it's funny. I was talking to someone the other day, like, you know, it's so silly. This, you know, it was actually my dad. I was talking to my dad, and he's like, you know, it's funny, but like, it's really silly stuff. I said, that's the whole freaking point. Stand-up comedy is continuing the bit. It's taking one thing and taking something like, oh, I'm there with Bruce Lee, and turning it into, they called me Round Eye. And all the freaking sudden we have a 20-minute bit about freaking Sensei Round Eye. And that's nuts. And it can't be considered racist because I'm white and I'm calling myself Round Eye because I am freaking Round Eye. I have round eyes. What are you talking about over here? Oh, goodness. But it's just silly stuff. It's so silly. And that's the whole point. A couple minutes to break away from the world, laugh a little bit and get into some real old school SNL type stuff, Like that's the way I see the comedy that I do. I don't know if it's anything that's appreciated, because I kind of see it as like almost like an Andy Kaufman type of thing. Like I'm doing whatever the frig I want, man. Don't tell me what's funny. I never took classes. I never went to comedy school. I've never been on stage before to do stand up. This is what I do. I don't know. I'm going to go start doing stand up. I think I got to go up and do an open mic. Do some impressions or something. I don't know. I don't have a script ever. I'm just going to go up there and maybe do what I just did. I don't know. Sensei Round Eye. Excuse me, sir. You want to join the class? We have an opening, Most people are trying to pay big dollars to be a part of Sensei Round Eye's clinic, where I teach you the 1-2 Magoo and neck chop style. Bruce Lee, 1-inch punch. Round Eye, but if you don't want to do that, sir, you want to sit there and drink your Jack and Coke, that's on you, Like, I don't know if that's funny or not, but that's what I'd probably do if I was there and and I saw someone sitting there in the front drinking a Jack and Coke. Excuse me, sir, where are you from? I figured you were from here, because you look like you know the place inside and out. Sensei Round Eye understands the entire complex. I studied it before I came here to do my bit. Just in case anybody, ninja style jumps off of the skylight. Oh, like Kato, from Pink Panther. Get down when you're there with Peter Sellers. You see, this is where my mind, I just start keep going down the freaking rabbit hole. What are we talking about? And this is the thing, someone said, it's kind of like you have to be willing to go on a journey when I do that, because it's not like surface comedy. This is like reference stuff and following along from where the beginning started to where the end go. Who knows? It always seems to be cohesive though, doesn't it? It's crazy. Get down. Oh man, that was one of my favorite set of movies is the Pink Panther. Absolutely loved that. And Peter Sellers was a genius, really was. There's this one scene I loved of Peter Sellers where he's there with Panton, I think, and he's going through this list with Maria Gambrelli. Maria Gambrelli. First she was the pepper. He's doing this thing and he's got a stick. And he's going, second. And he's like, then the third. He hits this thing and it breaks. He goes, you broke my pointer thing. I can't punt anymore. You have to get another pointer. It's the funniest thing in the world. He's like, I gotta get another pointer. I can't point anymore. It's the funniest thing in the world. Yeah, Peter Sellers, total comic genius. Loved that man. So funny. How's everybody doing out there? Thank you so much for sitting around and watching a little of my comedic mind work. I don't know if there's any other stream of consciousness shows like that where someone's letting their mind go nuts, and lots of facial expressions on this show. If you haven't figured that out yet, I've always been a facial expression guy. I like to make funny faces based on silly things that go on in this world. And that was a lot of fun. It really was. Round Eye. I don't know if that's offensive or not. Is that offensive, guys? It's like, I have this thing, like, I feel like pushing the envelope a little bit is what makes it funny. I don't swear on this show. So like to do something like that and poke fun at stereotypes, like, why can't I poke fun at stereotypes? I don't get it. It's crazy. Elbow to the Joanna. Sig, you're hilarious. Guys, it's been a solid show, I do have to say. And I feel like when we get together and we have a moment of positivity, we write a song, we do a piece of comedy, it's kind of the perfect show, isn't it? I've often said that to me, the perfect movie is one that has every emotion. This show, I've laughed very hard during this show, just talking about certain things. And even not laughing, I'm laughing inside at some of the stuff I was saying and doing during that bit. And to me, that's the thing I can't express because I'm trying to keep character. But when I'm saying certain things there, I am laughing in my mind so hard, and I can't wait to watch that back because I'm visualizing what I think it looks like when I say it. But when I actually watch it back and see some of this thing, some of the things what I'm doing, I'm looking up, I'm like, round eye. You know, like that is the craziest thing in the world. And for me to watch that back, I am going to cry with laughter when I see that. But this episode, I also freaking cried in the middle of the song. So I felt the ultimate of emotions tonight, all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom, in between, all around. And that is a perfect show. That is what we need to strive for when we do this one show a week here. And I hope you guys are excited about what we've been doing here with this 10 minutes a day. I think it's a lot of fun. And it's going to be a little different from time to time. I was thinking about it. At the Brink may just be me showing up and playing a song real quick for 10 minutes. It may be me showing up and doing what I just did about Round Eye for 10 minutes. It's going to be a 10-minute message, a 10-minute piece of fire in some manner. And I hope you guys will come back and check it out. And we can't do longer than that because YouTube hates it. YouTube hates it. I want to ask you guys if you'll do me a favor. I truly believe sometimes the very best thing that you can see when you do tune into me is the last thing I say. And based on the analytics, you know, they tell you the average. The average that people watch the 10-minute show is like 5 minutes, and that's on a good day. If you could do me a favor, I want to try to test the algorithm. I want to see if we can beat the algorithm, see if it's even possible. If you could please watch those episodes from beginning all the way to the end. Leave a comment, like it, and share it with yourself if you have to. Whatever. Share it, though, if you can. And let's see if anything happens. Because Mr. Beast said that's what YouTube cares about. They only care about watch time. They care about push through. So when you see anything that pops up, oh, Mark put something out, please click on it. Please watch it. My shorts are 30 seconds long. They're entertaining as heck. I found one today that made me laugh so freaking hard. I forget which one it was now. It was the Hillary Clinton one. They pulled me for that. It's nuts, though. Everything I've been doing here has been silly, but also there's a lot of serious news stories that I do sometimes when I'm not banned on TikTok like I am right now. It's crazy. I'm banned on TikTok. My other account, which is called Mark Pyre's Variety Show on TikTok, you can't see it. I put out everything I put out right now. They're letting me get 2 views, 5 views. I was getting a couple hundred views for my first couple posts. Now they banned me over there. Shadow banned me over there. I erased the app. I reinstalled it thinking that may help. Nope. 2 views, 5 views. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's crazy because all I'm trying to do, especially now is at the Brink, is trying to just inspire people to find the greatness in themselves. Like, there is nothing stopping you from finding greatness except for your fear. And sometimes it's fear of success. Some people are actually comfortable in the life that they're living, even if they don't necessarily want it, they sort of do. You have to have the courage to fail, because failure is going to give you perspective and perhaps more of a redirection if you're willing to keep going. Don't quit. Look at me. I almost quit on day 1,378 in a row, just 7 days ago. And instead, I redirect at the Brink. Just a moment together. And that, I think, is what we need to hold on to. Is every single thing in life is an opportunity to learn. What did I learn? Nobody has freaking time for a 2-hour show. Nobody in their minds can say, okay, every day I'm going to show up for a 2-hour. No, I got a life to live. I get it. But that also means that I don't have time for that either. I'm a realtor. That's how I make money. So this has been crazy, guys. This week, I'm focused so hardcore. I bought 3 new listings I'm putting on. I'm trying to shoot videos for them. I just put a condo on right before the show started. And I've got open houses all day tomorrow. And I need more. So if you ever need anything in the real estate business, just reach out to me. All you have to do is ask. It costs you nothing. I find you a great agent. If they do a good job for you and they sell your house or help you find a place, it doesn't cost you a thing. They send me a small amount from their commission. It's called a referral fee, and we do it all the time. It's a lot of agents are making a very good living just doing referral fees. It's funny. That's how I started the show. When I started the show, I was like, I just want to get all of the referral business from clients, from family members here, and then I could just do this show every day. And I could just do the 2-hour show because I just have money coming in from referrals. And again, just imagine this 20 or 25% of a transaction. That's how it works in real estate. And it's a matter of me doing the work to find you the best agent. It costs you nothing. The same as if you called an office and said, hey, I want to sell my house. I call the agent or the manager and find 3-4 people to talk to, ask them a bunch of questions, give you the best one. And if I could work that out, having you guys consider, hey, oh, geez, I was at a cocktail party. And this dude was like, yeah, I'm going to put my house on the market. I just built this house. $3 million is gorgeous. Hey, before you list it, do you have an agent yet? No, I'm going to call the offices and see who's got what. They send you the guy at the lowest commission. Let me tell you how this works. If you call, say, ABC Realty, and you're like, hey, I want to put my house on the market. They're like, oh, great. We're going to send you Susie Q. Oh, great. Is Susie Q a good agent? She's such a good agent. She's really great. She's very personable, and she's going to do a great job representing you. Do you know why they're sending you Susie Q? Because she gets like 55%, and the company makes a huge amount on Susie Q. They don't want to send someone like me who makes more money when I sell a transaction because I've been doing this for 15 years, and I dominate in this industry when I put my freaking head down. I'll say that. Like in life, you got to be willing to put your head down wherever you're going to focus and dominate. And I'm going to do that in real estate again. Not that I was here. Listen, this is something I was explaining in life. This is the worst roller coaster ride in history as a realtor. There's great months. There's terrible months. There's great couple months. There's great terrible couple months. It's been like that 15 years because you can't continually have a stream of buyers that are buying and sellers that are selling when the market is topsy-turvy. Right now I'm getting more listings. That's what I've needed the whole time. So that's why I really expressed to you, send me more of your leads. I used to be comfortably sitting between 6 and 10 listings. That was where I was comfortable. I need to get back to 6 to 10 listings. Right now I'm at 5. So let's push it up, people. You know what I'm saying? And we're turning this into an opportunity to connect, an opportunity for me to help you find real estate and to understand that I can't do a long show because I got to focus on getting more business and dominate real estate because that's the only place I can make money right now. And if At the Brink gets this family, watching from beginning to end when they're 6 minutes long, the one I dropped yesterday was 7 minutes on the dot. If you guys can't go watch that full 7 minutes, the last 35 seconds is fire. And again, that's the crazy thing. It's like, you got to get to this like crazy, it builds just like the comedy. When I'm speaking to you, inspiration is flying out. But the last minute when I'm like, oh, I got to say goodnight now, is when something ridiculous comes out. And that's why it's like, get through the 6 minutes for that 7th minute when I realize I have to say goodbye to you guys. And when that happens, something real comes out again. And usually that's the best message. And usually that's that one that I dropped a little, 30 seconds short or whatever. It's like, wow, that was that last 30 seconds of the show. So, tomorrow, fam and friends, when we do it all over again, it will be for 10 minutes. It will be for a moment in time. And I hope you'll come and join with me. Now, I'm going to be dropping something from yesterday. Yesterday's show didn't get dropped today. I was too busy. If I have time tonight, I'll edit it. And also, we have MJ's song here. I'm going to absolutely have to edit that down and put that on an album, I think. Average YouTube is like 3 minutes. See, there we go. So I think I have to try to see if we could beat that system somehow, at least to get... I just want to see if we can try to do something that I've never seen done, which is to get that up to almost the full video where most people are able to push through, which I don't, again, 7 minutes, 10 minutes. If we can't do that, then maybe it's not compelling enough content and I have to do something else, like on the street, like Sig on the street, you know, where I'm out there talking to people. That was another thing I want to do too. But again, I don't have the time for that now. Let's see if anything ever develops from At the Brink. We're going to also be doing interviews, just so you know, only on these shows like this. So on a Saturday night, instead of me sitting here and doing a 20-minute piece of comedy, I may interview somebody for 20 minutes, write a song, have a moment of time with you, and that'll be the show. So this is all developing in the moment. And like I said, you have to be willing to redirect. You have to be willing to say, no, I won't quit. And this isn't failure. This is just redirection. I happen to create a show that's 20 years too late. 20 years ago, people had the ability and almost the interest to want to go someplace for an hour, to spend a full hour, 2 hours there every day. Wow, that's every day? Yeah, I'll go. What's tomorrow? Music and some comedy? What was the next day? Some inspiration tonight. We don't know. It's usually whatever the freak happens in the moment. But the point is, I'm excited about that. I don't know. When I don't know what's coming. Like, that's the best part. So I'm going to keep showing up and trying to keep it short for you guys. But for now, we had a really awesome night. Guys, I just want to thank you. If you're here, say goodnight before you get going. Let's see. I'm trying to scroll up to the top. We have a nice crowd out here tonight. You're awesome, guys. Thank you so much for kicking it with me. In fact, this almost proves my point. We talked about this last week. We're going to do 10 minutes a day because these longer shows will then mean more when you can come and get a song, a piece of comedy, and some inspiration. So, Andrea, I appreciate you. Bradley Smith, my brother. And thank you so much for spreading the word, Bradley. Canadian Deplorable in the house. Chris Donaldson, Greta, the other one. Kathleen Danford, Jacqueline Grace, Pamela Swan in the house. Renee Woods, S. Coop. Woo! Sig Sauer. You guys, Sig on the street. Don't forget, Sig on the friggin' street. That's the best bit in the world. We're going to start doing more of that. Stacy Michaels, my brother Tommy, Lifeboat. Guys, remember, subscribe to Lifeboat as well. Make sure you're supporting all of my brothers. Wages World. Man, there's so many people that have been super generous with their shows and with their, shout outs. And so I just want to thank everybody that has. And please continue to show up, because I'll keep showing up for you. Yardbirds and Wharton in the house. I love it. Trish Killian. Awesome. You guys are amazing. Did I miss anybody? Sometimes names pop in right while you're in the middle. Say goodnight. Hold on. Let's see who's on over here on TikTok. I see Eric in the house. How are you, my brother? Mark and Douglas Ryder. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for kicking in here tonight. If you can, head over to YouTube and subscribe over there. That is very much appreciated. That is where we've been live for 1,384 days in a row. We're 16 days away from 1,400 days in a row. And on December 31st, 2022, I will officially have been live for 5 years in a row every single day. It's the longest running show on earth. If you could give me a follow and a share, I'd appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow. Until tomorrow. It's Mark Byers. And it's Renaissance, man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. You got to go away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See you tomorrow.